spoiled kid threw nuggets at my table, then walked over and smashed a little girl's birthday cake. I was serving dinner at an upscale family restaurant on a packed Saturday night. A family of 3 walked in, parents dressed like they were going somewhere fancy, and their son looked about 8 in a designer button-up. Before I could say hello, the kid pointed at a table and said, "No, the chairs are the wrong color." His mom smiled like she'd said this 100 times, and told me he's very particular about colors and textures, so could we move? I led them to a table in the middle, and the kid frowned and said, "Now it's too close to those people, they're being too loud." The dad kept scrolling on his phone without looking up, while the mom said he has sensory issues, maybe something more private. I moved them again to a corner booth, and the kid finally nodded. I set down menus and waters, and he shoved his menu away so hard it bent. He said he wanted chicken nuggets, but only dinosaur ones, because regular nuggets make him sick. I told him, gently, we don't have dinosaur nuggets, but our chef can cut the nuggets into fun shapes. His face went red, and he slapped the table and said, "No, only dinosaur nuggets. This place is stupid." The mom didn't correct him. She just asked if I could check again, like maybe I forgot we had them. The dad put his phone on speaker and started calling other places for dinosaur nuggets. The kid tapped his fork, tap, 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 louder and louder, and nearby booths started looking. The mom kept nodding like this was normal. I grabbed my notepad and walked off before the kid worked himself up even more. So I put in regular nuggets, asked the chef to cut them into dinosaur shapes, and carried the plate out as fast as I could. The kid leaned in, stared for 1 second, and screamed, "Those aren't real dinosaurs." Before I could pull the plate away, he grabbed it with both hands and whipped it across the booth like he was throwing a frisbee. Nuggets and sauce splattered the wall, the seat, and my apron, and one nugget landed in the mom's open purse. Sauce dripped down the booth and onto the floor. A little kid at another table said, "Ew," and his mom pulled him back in his seat. The mom didn't even look down. She just kept staring at me like I'd done it. He yelled, "You're all liars," and the mom looked at me like I was late with extra ketchup. She said, "Could you clean this up and try again?" Calm as anything. I was on my knees picking up sticky nuggets when I heard a sharp cry from the next table over. The kid had slid out of the booth and walked straight to a family celebrating a little girl's birthday, and there was a princess cake on their table with bright frosting. The birthday girl, maybe 5, was sitting there with her hands in her lap, staring at the cake. Before anyone could grab him, the spoiled kid lunged forward and planted both hands right into the cake. He scooped fistfuls of frosting and cake, smashed it down, and smeared it everywhere. He even grabbed a second handful and smashed it again, just because he could. The birthday girl started wailing that he ruined her birthday cake, and her mom pulled her close, shaking. The birthday dad jumped up and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he reached for the kid's wrists. But the entitled mom rushed over and snapped, "Don't touch him, not even for a second." She didn't even pull her son away from the cake. She looked at the birthday family and said, "Maybe next time don't tempt hungry children by putting cake right in front of them. That's poor planning." The birthday mom stared at her and said, "Are you serious? Your son just destroyed our kid's cake with his bare hands." The entitled mom shrugged and said, "Kids will be kids. She'll get over it." The birthday dad said, "Your son needs to apologize right now." The entitled dad finally looked up from his phone. He said, "Look, we'll pay for a new cake, but you can't expect us to control every impulse of an 8-year-old. Meanwhile, the kid stood there with frosting up to his wrists, licking his fingers, staring at the birthday girl like she was the problem. Then the entitled mom turned to me and said she wanted their whole meal free because her son was still hungry and upset, and we failed him. The birthday dad finally hit his limit and said, "Lady, your kid ruined my daughter's cake, so stop acting like we're the problem." Our manager stepped in and looked at the frosting mess, the wall of nuggets, and the kid's hands. He said, "Ma'am, your table is done. You need to leave." The entitled mom grabbed her purse, yanked her son by the wrist, and snapped at him to come on, then turned and announced to everyone that this place doesn't understand kids with needs. The manager held the door, didn't argue, just said, "Please go," and the family stormed out while the kid left a trail of frosting fingerprints down the aisle. I knelt beside the birthday girl's chair and handed her a clean napkin, and the manager told the birthday parents, "Right there, we'll fix this. I'm so sorry." Now the mom is saying I shamed her kid by kicking them out. Was I wrong?